Hello students, today I am going to start the chapter solution. First, what is the solution? Solution is the homogeneous mixture. Solution is the homogeneous mixture. Now, what is the homogeneous mixture? Homogeneous mixture in which solute particles are equally distributed throughout the solution is called homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture in which solute particles are equally distributed throughout the solution is called homogeneous mixture. Now we can understand with the example. In this example, sugar and water. Sugar and water is the example of homogeneous mixture, in which when we add the sugar into the water, the sugar is completely dissolved in the water to form the homogeneous mixture. It means that the sugar particles are equally distributed throughout the solution. It's called homogeneous mixture. Now, second is the binary solution. What is the binary solution? How to define the binary solution? Binary solution are those solutions which contain two components. Which contain two components is called binary solution. Binary solution contain the two components. Clear? For example, NaCl and water. When we add NaCl into the water, the NaCl dissolve into the water to form homogeneous mixture. In this solution, the one component is NaCl and the second component is H2O. It means that this solution is contain two components. First NaCl, second water. So this is the example of binary solution. Now third is the ternary solution. Third is the ternary solution. And how to define the ternary solution? Those solution which contain three components is called ternary solution. Clear? For example, sugar, NaCl and water. When we add the sugar and NaCl into the water, sugar and NaCl dissolve into the solution to form homogeneous mixture. It means that the sugar particle and NaCl particle are equally distributed throughout the solution. Okay? In this solution, there are three components. The first component is sugar, the second component is NaCl, and the third component is water. So this is the example of ternary solution. Clear? Now, component of the solution. Component of the solution. Mainly two components of the solution. The first component is solute and the second component is solvent. It means that solute and solvent both are the component of the solution. Clear? First, how to define the solute? Those component of the solution which is present in lesser amount, is called solute. I am again repeating. Those component of the solution which is present in lesser amount is called solute. And how to define the solvent? Those component of the solution which is present in larger amount is called solvent. Which is present in larger amount is called solvent. For example, this is the solution of water and alcohol. This is the solution and this is the solution of water and alcohol. Clear? In this solution, the amount of water is 80 ml. The amount of water is 80 ml and the amount of alcohol is 20 ml. For this solution, it is the binary solution because it contains the two components, water and alcohol. Clear? And again, the amount of water in this solution, the amount of water is 80 ml, which is present in larger amount, and the amount of alcohol is 20 ml, which is present in lesser amount. So for this solution, the water behaves as a solvent. Behaves as a solvent. Clear? And the alcohol is the lesser amount, so alcohol is behaves as a solute. Clear? In second example, this is the solution of water and NaCl. This is the solution of water and NaCl. In this solution, the amount of water is 1 liter. The amount of water is 1 liter, which is present in larger amount as compared to NaCl, because the amount of NaCl is 1 gram, which is present in, which is lesser in amount. So for this solution, water is behaves as a solvent and NaCl is behaves as a solute. Clear? Now the next topic is solubility. Then solubility, and how to define the solubility. Solubility is defined as the maximum amount of solute can be dissolved in a specific amount of solvent at particular temperature is called solubility. So solubility is defined as maximum amount of solute. Maximum amount of solute can be dissolved in a specific amount of solvent at particular temperature. At particular temperature is called solubility. Now, types of solubility. Next is types of solubility. There are 3 types of solubility. The first is solubility of solid in liquid. The second is the solubility of gas in liquid, and third is solubility of liquid in liquid. Now there are 3 types of solubility. The first is solubility of solid in liquid. Second, solubility of gas in liquid. Third, solubility of liquid in liquid. Clear? There are 3 types of solubility. The first is the solubility of solid in liquid. Second is the solubility of gas in liquid, and third is the solubility of liquid in liquid. Clear? Now we are starting the solubility of solid in liquid. Now we are starting solubility of solid in liquid. Solubility of solid in liquid. How to define the solubility of solid in liquid? The maximum amount of solute can be dissolved in 100 gram of solvent to form a saturated solution at particular temperature is called solubility of solid in liquid. Clear? It can be defined as the maximum amount of solute, maximum amount of solute can be dissolved in 100 gram of solvent to form saturated solution, to form saturated solution at particular temperature, is called solubility of solid in liquid. Clear? The maximum amount of solute can be dissolved in 100 gram of solvent to form saturated solution at particular temperature is called solubility of solid in liquid. Now, the second point is the factor affecting the solubility of solid in liquid. Factor affecting the solubility of solid in liquid. It is the heading, factor affecting the solubility of solid in liquid. There are many factors to affect the solubility of solid in liquid. For example, nature of solute and solvent. The second factor is the temperature, and the third factor is pressure. Factor affecting, next heading is factor affecting the solubility of solid in liquid. First, nature of solute and solvent. Clear? The second factor is temperature. The third factor is pressure. Clear? There are many factors like nature of solute and solvent. Second is the temperature. Third is the pressure. Now, we are starting nature of solute and solvent. Nature of solute and solvent. It can be understood by like dissolve like. Like dissolve like. Like dissolve like. It means that the polar compound, it means that the polar compound like NaCl dissolve in polar solvent, and like H2O. H2O is the polar solvent. Clear? Means polar compound like ionic compound. NaCl is the ionic compound. Polar compound dissolve in polar solvent like H2O, and insoluble, that is the polar compound is insoluble in non-polar solvent like benzene. Clear now? Nature, the first factor is nature of solute and solvent. This can be understood by like dissolve like. It means that the polar compounds are an ionic compound like NaCl only dissolve in polar solvent like H2O. It means that the polar compound insoluble in non-polar solvent. Clear? Now, non-polar solvent, non-polar compound dissolve in, like naphthalene, dissolve in non-polar, dissolved in non-polar solvent. Clear? Non-polar compound, that is naphthalene, dissolved in non-polar solvent, and insoluble, that is insoluble, means not dissolving polar solvent like H2O. Clear? Naphthalene is the example of non-polar compound which is dissolved in only in non-polar solvent like benzene. Clear? Non-polar compound like naphthalene is not dissolved in polar solvent like water. Clear? Now, second factor is temperature. Second factor is temperature. The solubility of solid in liquid increases with increasing the temperature, because the solubility of solid in liquid is the endothermic process. It can be defined as the solubility of solid in liquid increases with increasing the temperature. Because the solubility of solid in liquid is the endothermic process. Clear? Temperature is the second factor which affect the solubility of solid in liquid. Here, how to affect the temperature on the solubility of solid in liquid? The solubility of solid in liquid increases with increasing the temperature. It means that as the temperature increases, the solubility of solid in liquid increases, because the solubility of solid in liquid is the endothermic process. Clear? The third factor is pressure. The third factor is pressure. Here, pressure does not any effect on the solubility of solid in liquid. Clear? Here, the pressure does not any effect on the solubility of solid in liquid. Please write. The pressure does not any effect on the solubility of solid in liquid, because the liquid and solid are incompressible. because the liquid and solid are incompressible. Clear?